Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Go Giants, episode 11. I'm your host, Mr. Mini Guy. Stop the Madden music right there. Cue the ESPN music, because today we got another rivalry game. The New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Probably the biggest rivals that the Giants have. So in today's show, I'm going to take you through the Eagles' last game, some statistics from their last game, standings, and what our prediction is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Looking at the Philadelphia Eagles last game, they lose 30-28 to the Baltimore Ravens, leading the Baltimore Ravens to go up to 5-1, and the Eagles to drop down to 1-4-1. Now, if you look at the score, it looks pretty close, but honestly, if you go and look at it, similar to what the Cowboys had, where it was a close game if you look at the score, but if you look at the quarters, then you see it was a blowout, and this is essentially what happened with the Eagles. Now, I will cut the Eagles some slack, as the Baltimore Ravens are a really good team with Lamar Jackson, but if you add up the score after the third quarter, the score was 24-6, so the Eagles were losing by 18 points. So, yeah, even though they do get a bunch of points in the fourth quarter, 22 whole points, they couldn't get the win as it was just too late for them to come back in the game. Looking at the preview for the NFC East, in first place are the Dallas Cowboys with a 2-4 record, where they will travel on the road to play against the fourth place team, the Redskins. They will stay at FedEx Field in Washington, D.C. for that matchup. Now, as for second place and third place, here's another NFC East showdown with the Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, where the Giants will have to travel to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia to play against the Eagles for another NFC East showdown. Looking at Carson Wentz stats, he completes 21 passes out of 40 with a percentage of 52.5, passing for 213 yards with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, with a rating of 84.7, taking 6 sacks. Now, like I said, the same thing with the Dak Prescott and the Cowboys when I can't remember who they played against. I think it may have been the Bengals. No, it was the Browns. They were playing against the Browns. Same thing, stats lied to you in this. It looks like Carson Wentz had a good game. He really didn't. He got most of those points in the fourth quarter when the game didn't matter because they were too far away to actually come back. That's why you can see that he took 6 sacks in that game. Looking at the Eagles receiver Travis Fulgham, I'm not sure if I pronounced his last name right or not. He completes 6 receptions for 75 yards with 12.5 on average with 1 receiving touchdown. Now, this is the only other player I'll probably do the statistics on because I can't get really any good statistics on any of the other players, so that will show that we really don't have anything to worry about in this game. And now I'm going to give you my prediction. Now, normally I'd say it doesn't matter what we're going to do. We're not going to beat the Eagles since we haven't beaten the Eagles in literally forever. But the Eagles suck. Okay, now the Eagles suck a lot more than the Eagles normally do. And the Eagles suck a good amount in general. Because, they're the Eagles. The Eagles just generally tend to suck. But they suck a lot more than they've sucked in the past. Because they suck. Alright, so I'll be honest. That's the only reason why I really did stats on 2 Eagles players. Because everybody else has been awful. Well, Carson Wentz has been awful as well. The Eagles are an awful team in general. So, I really do think we could beat them. I really don't see any good playmakers on the offense. I think half of them are injured, actually. I didn't see any good things about Alshon Jeffrey or Deshaun Jackson or any of them. And our defense is probably gonna shut them down. Like, let's be honest, right? Our defense is pretty good. Our defense is a little banged up, though. I know there are a couple of people who are injured on the defense, but despite that, I have the Giants winning 14-17. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, go Giants!